Hello and welcome back to Process of Elimination. My name is Maybe Dennis, and last time we continued through the tunnel to avoid some SPXs who now have upgraded with camouflage for some reason. But once we reach the light at the end of the tunnel, we open it and find that we are in Rowdy's cell, and unfortunately we found that Rowdy has already been killed with a spike from the SPX that has been scavenged from the one that we fought in our jail. And it was really sad. I really honestly was kind of in disbelief. But we were arrested as the prime suspect because we were in her cell as like a semi-lost room mystery. And while everyone was doing their own investigation, we were in the room with the armor, and oh my god, a renegade comes in. It's like, no, you can't escape. I will get you. And after knocking him out with Bookworm's help, we started the investigation part. But this time it was a little bit unique because now we're in the jail cell, so it's a little different. And we're also being chased by a renegade who is a living trap tile. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. We're now done with the investigation, and I don't really know how he did it, to be honest. I said he, but like honestly it could be whoever, I'm not sure. I just have one potential suspect in mind, and that's at the moment that is Workaholic. And the only reason for that is because they kept emphasizing the usage of wires in this case, and he's the only one that we've actually seen use any sort of wire contraption. They even used it in this chapter when fighting against the SPX. So that's the only lead I have. I'm not sure how they did it. I'm not sure why they did it. I don't know who did it, but at the moment that's the suspect I'm leaning towards. But let's get to the bottom of this case and find out who killed Rowdy Detective.
真犯人が分かったというのは本当なのでしょうね。
I still hate Posh.
本当です。
We have? I answer Posh's inquiry directly. Normally, I might have buckled under pressure, but I won't falter this time. This is vengeance for Rowdy.
まず、僕の容疑を晴らすところから始めます。僕が地下の通路を通って、大和さんの部屋へ侵入したという推理については、不可能だと断言します。
はあ？どうして不可能ですの？むしろ、それ以外にあの牢屋へ入る方法はなかったでしょ？
There is a tricky issue with that tunnel. Something one detective particularly close with Rowdy might have noticed. That person would be, it's probably Gourmet. She was the closest.
美食さん、あの地下通路の入り口の問題点を教えてもらえますか？
I think the issue with that passageway was that it was too loud. Rowdy had like extremely sharp senses and she would have noticed.
OK よ。じゃあ、実際に開いてみるわね。
With that, Gourmet climbs into the passage and begins opening the door. As she did. Yeah, it is a really loud thing.
すごい音だね。
ええ、ヤマトちゃんはとっても耳がいい子だったでしょ。そんな子が果たしてこの音に気づかずに眠ったままだなんてありえるかしら。
それはそうだね。
そう、美食さんの言う通り、この地下通路から出るのにはとても音が鳴るんです。これでは隣の部屋の人に気づかれるかもしれません。まして聴力に優れていた大和さんに気づかれずに侵入するだなんて無理に決まっています。
Someone's gonna ask like why is it not possible that you killed her after coming out of the tunnel, like after she was awake? And it's gonna be that she was killed instantly.
お待ちなさい。犯人はなぜこのような失態を犯しましたの？このような問題点、少し試せば気づけたでしょうに。
僕たちの目があったから試せなかったんだと思います。おそらくこの犯行は突発的でギャンブル的なものだった。だからこそ犯人は荒を残してしまっているんです。
Spur of the moment.
それは大和さんを殺害した方法にもよく出ています。
殺害方法に？どんな荒が起きたと言いますの？
その方法は科学くんが実際に再現してくれました。科学くん、準備はいい？
Okay, I don't know what he's talking about.
はい、任せてください。準備ができました。
Techie has an aura of readiness about him. Still, it's clear that the group isn't on the same page, with Posh tilting her head in confusion.
何ができたと言いますの？上流階級にも分かるように説明なさい。
家族さん、足元を見てみてください。
え？これは床をワイヤーが伝っている？どうして私気づけなかったんですの？
It's a wire trailing along the ground. Where on the... I'm kind of confused. I don't get it.
それによく見ると壁掛けベッドのチェーンに結びつけられているじゃありませんの。何ですのこのワイヤーは一体。
So the wire is connected to the chain of the wall bed. So maybe they're able to either close or open the bed with the wire? Was it the case that Rowdy was sleeping in her bed and the spike was actually attached to like somehow attached to like the side of the bed, and when it got pulled, when a contraption pulled it and like shut the bed, it made it so that Rowdy's body rammed into the spike?
このワイヤーは地下牢の中で見つかったものです。正体は家族さんもよく知っているはずですよ。
Right, this wire is wire saw SPX warden room. I think it's from the wire saw. Damn it. No, that's not right. That's the only particular wire that caused us issue here in the dungeon. Right, this wire is... I don't think we found any in the warden's room, so it's gotta be from the SPX.
家族さんも襲われた SPX の針を巻き取って回収するためのワイヤーですよ。
Oh, that one. Okay.
盗まれたのは針だけではありませんでしたの？
はい。わかりやすい針が盗まれたことで他の部品が盗まれたことに気づけなかったんです。盗まれたといっても大量のワイヤーの一部だけですしね。このワイヤーは太めで丈夫ですけど色が黒くて暗闇ではそうそう視認できません。この牢屋のように部屋ごとに照明がない環境ではなおさらです。
このワイヤーを床に伝わせて壁に沿う形で入り口まで伸ばせば部屋に入らなくてもワイヤーで中に干渉できるでしょうね。
If you run the wire along the side of the wall to the entrance, you can manipulate what's happening in the cell without entering yourself. So they essentially said that they placed wires across the room so that they didn't have to enter... Wait, this is Renegade's room, right? So is Renegade responsible? No, I feel like he's too tricky to be like one of the first... Well, no, it's not gonna be first, but like to die midway through. I thought he'd be like... Not gonna lie, I feel like he's gonna be relevant until like the last case of the game.
そう、科学くんの言う通りだよ。犯人は犯行前、おそらく消灯時間の直前にヤマトさんの眠っていた部屋のベッドのチェーンと柵とワイヤーで結びつけたんだ。
Before the lights out? How? Wow. Okay. Why wouldn't the other person have noticed? The person whose cell this belongs to.
そしてそのワイヤーを利用して犯人は牢屋の中に入ることなくヤマトさんに針を突き立てたんだよ。
待ってくれ。どのようにしてワイヤーで針を運んだっていうんだい？確かに針なら柵の隙間を通せるかもしれないが、数メートル離れたベッドで眠るヤマトさんの胸に正確に針を突き立てるのは難しいんじゃないかな。
ええ、その通りです。今回の事件で一番犯人が苦労した点はまさに針を突き立てた方法なんです。その方法は壁掛けベッドのチェーンと牢屋の柵にそれぞれワイヤーを結びつけた跡が残っていたことから読み解くことができました。犯人は思いもよらない方法で針をベッドの上で眠るヤマトさんの元まで運んだんですよ。その方法は
Using an unusual approach, throwing the spike with a lasso, dropping it like a crane game, sliding the spike down with wires. I don't think it's a lasso. I want to say it's this. Hey,
犯人
okay.
は壁掛けベッドのチェーンと牢屋の柵をワイヤーで結びつけることで外とベッドまでをつなぐ架け橋を作ったんです。そして
橋を作ったって、要はチェーンと柵とを結びつけてピンと張ったということだろう。その橋にワイヤーを通して滑らせたというなら難しいんじゃないかな。チェーンが伸びているのはベッドの隅じゃないか。チェーンの元まで針を滑らせたとしても刺さるのは頭か、よほど運が良くて肩くらいなものだよ。
So that's the diagram of
一
it.
本のワイヤーを用いて作った架け橋ならそうですね。でももし2本のワイヤーを欄干代わりに使った橋ならどうですか
2本のワイヤーで？
ええ、2本のワイヤーはあくまで欄干、 針が通ったのは欄干の間なんですよ。
Two wires could then act as guide rails, with the spikes suspended in between them. Okay, I can see what they're trying to
少女は
say.
無能探偵へ用意していた凶器のレプリカを手渡した。
Just as I requested earlier, Bookworm produces a spike with some wire attached. Just like the actual weapon used in the crime, there's a hole at the base of the spike where a wire can be fed into. And the wire has been passed through the hole and connected at the ends, forming a loop.
ありがとう、文学さん。凶器に使われた針も文学さんが用意してくれたこのレプリカと同じで、ワイヤーがキーホルダー状だった。この輪っかの中にベッドのチェーンと柵の間にかかった架け橋の欄干を通すとどうなるか、実際に再現してみよう。
I'm having a lot of trouble imagining this. I don't know why. I passed the two aforementioned wires through the wire loop at the base of the spike, then let go. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, right. They did mention that there was a hole in the middle of the spike so that a wire can go through it. Okay, now I understand. Once I do, the spikes drop before wobbling back and forth, dangling between the two wires.
このように輪っかにワイヤーを通して手を離すと針が吊り下げられた状態になる。このままじゃ針はベッドまで運べない。だからここからさらに変化をつけてあげなきゃダメだ。武装さん、柵のワイヤーの結び目を今より高い位置にしてもらってもいいかな。
Yeah, if they do that, they'll slide to right above Rowdy.
合点承知である。
Wasting no time, Armor immediately unties the knot and repositions them much higher. The incline of the track connecting the bars to the bed is quite steep now, and as expected, the spike begins to move. Yep, like something of a cable car, the suspended spike slides down the two guiding wires.
針が滑り落ち始めましたわ。
How did that kill though? Because if you just drop it, I don't know if that would have enough force.
ある程度の角度がつけば針の自重で落下を始めるというわけね。これなら牢屋の柵の傷がとっても高い位置にあったのも納得だわ。
ええ、僕も柵の傷がチェーンと比べて随分と高い位置にあることが気になって、チェーンと柵とにかかったこの橋は傾斜が高くないと意味がないんじゃないかと思ったんです。
The sliding spike reaches the end of the track, coming to a halt where the wires and chain connect. It's perfectly in between the two chains supporting the bed, dangling directly over where the sleeper's torso would be.
理屈はわかりましたが、どうしてワイヤーがたゆまずにきれいに滑り落ちますの？輪っか状にしたワイヤーに吊り下げれば針の重みでたゆんでしまいそうなものですのに。
That is also true.
凶器の針は先端以外とても軽いんです。しっかりピンと張って吊り下げればワイヤーが針の重みに負けることはないと思いますよ。
So how did they get enough force to make it so that it actually hurt the person? Do I have access to my... Nope, I don't have access to my evidence. Damn it.
ただ軽いとは言っても傾斜の大きなワイヤー上を滑り落ちるには十分な重さです。傾斜をつけることさえできれば問題なくベッドの上まで運ばれていくでしょうね。
針がベッドの上にたどり着いて柵の結び目を解けば準備完了。あとは無能探偵にお任せしますと言って少女はワイヤーを無能探偵に渡した。
それじゃあ皆さん見ていてください。犯人はこうしてヤマトさんを殺害したんです。
Oh, okay, then they made it so that the door or the bed slammed back into the wall. Okay, that's really precise, but I guess that could work. First, I untie one wire. It was only threaded through the chain links on the opposite side, so its removal is incredibly easy. Upon doing so, the suspended spike wobbles and falls towards the bed, but that momentum alone wouldn't be enough to stab someone. The design of the bed, however, was exploited to compensate for this.
この壁掛けベッドは構造上チェーンを引っ張ると閉じていきます。こんな具合に。
Grasping the second wire, I yank with all my might. The chain pulled along with it. And with it, sharp no. Oh, I didn't actually notice that. With a sharp noise, the bed jerks up towards the wall. I didn't realize that the bed had like an automatic kind of like close mechanic. Once I let go, we see that the spike is embedded deep inside the mattress.
これはどういうこと？なんでベッドが起き上がると針が刺さるの？
針が落下しかけている状態でベッドを閉じると、針の長さの関係でベッドの収納スペースの角に引っかかるんだよ。
Alright, yeah, that does work. Although it is kind of like... You have to be really precise with this.
そうか。だから犯人は針を事前に回収してベッドに引っかかる長さに調整していたんだね。
その通りだよ、飛躍くん。この犯行には2本のワイヤーにぶら下げてもベッド上の相手に触れない長さで、かつ閉じた時にはベッドの角に引っかかる長さが必要だ。
This seems like a lot of work for a crime.
だからこそバレるリスクを承知で針を回収しておく必要があったんだ。でも犯行中に犯人にとって想定外の事態が発生して、どうしてもあるものが必要になったんだ。
それは一体。
高さです。科学君が説明してくれていた通り、このトリックには針をベッド上へと滑らせるためにワイヤーで十分な傾斜をつける必要がある。でも犯人は犯行の際に自分の手が届く高さでは結び目の位置が低すぎたせいで針が滑り落ちていかず、急遽結び目を上につけ直す必要が出てきてしまったんだ。
However, during the crime, the culprit found that their arms were too short. I mean, judging from the portraits, Workaholic is the tallest one there, though. The track was tilted too low and the spike stopped moving.
高さが必要とはどのようにすれば手に入るのである？まさか犯人は自らの体に骨延長手術を？
Or are they saying that the culprit has to be tall in order for this to work?
現実的には手に入れるのは難しいよね。でも簡単に手に入る方法もあるんだ。
No, they got a box or a chair to step on. They mentioned that there was a chair taken from the warden's room. The culprit gained height by using... Actually, I'm just gonna check my evidence. So wire attached to spike. Yes, this was used already. Warden's chair. Thinking back, I recall seeing the warden's room chair when I was attacked last night. Cell's hidden door. Damage to the... Oh, that's what it was. Damage to the bed suggests that the culprit slammed it shut, thereby plunging the spike into Rowdy. I see. And something... Ooh. Oh, we have the cards, the SPX spike, the spider webs. Maybe wires were used in the crime went unseen for some reason. The marks appear to have been left by a wire wrapped around the bar, and yep, we used that. The SPX wire. Phosphorus paint. I have to keep that in the back of my mind. Golden screwdriver. Okay, no, these are things that we have for RT events. And assault location. So midway between the crime scene and the warden's room. Okay, that's all the things we have. So it's a warden room's chair.
犯人は看守室の椅子を利用することで身長を補ったんだ。
SPX の調査の際に看守室から持ってきた椅子のことか。
そうだよ。きっと僕らが使っていたのを見ていたからとっさに思いついたんだろうね。
Man, even while doing all this, Rowdy is still asleep.
そして犯人は椅子の上に乗って柵の高い位置にワイヤーを結び直した後、改めて針を落としたんだ。
I just find this crime like really unbelievably risky, and I'm not sure if like it just seems really out there, man.
でもここで犯人は致命的なミスを犯してしまった。
何をしでかしたと言いますの？もったいぶらずに早く言いなさい。
They ran into me?
看守室から椅子を運ぶ途中で偶然通りかかった僕と遭遇してしまったんだ。途中であるはずのない場所に椅子が置かれていた覚えもあるから間違いないよ。
I do not remember this. Yeah, I don't remember it.
目撃者を殺しにかかったのでしょ？別に犯人側からすれば真っ当な行動に思えますけど。
椅子を運んでいる現場さえ見られなければ看守室へお手洗いに行っていたと言えば済む話です。人一人を殺すよりもずっとリスクが低いと思いませんか？つまり犯人はこの図面の中であの場所にいたらおかしな人物なんですよ。
It was odd for the culprit to be in that area. Oh, it's because all the the females are on the left, so if you want to use the warden's room, you wouldn't actually have to pass by like the female area. Especially Workaholic, who is the closest to the bathroom there. Yeah, but at that time, I'm really like thinking it's Workaholic because of the wires. Someone was inexplicably at the spot where I was attacked. The same individual who killed Rowdy. And that person was... wait, actually, what did he say exactly? Was near the coal. I'm just gonna say Workaholic because that's the one I have the most doubts about.
そうですよね。社畜探偵。
I need to see this again. But at the time, someone was inexplicably at the spot where I was attacked. The same individual who killed Rowdy. It was odd for the culprit in that area considering the dungeon's layout. Okay.
あな
Okay.
たこそヤマトさんを刺し殺した犯人なんだ。
Despite being accused as a killer, Workaholic smiles, completely unflustered.
冗談きついな。部屋の位置だけで犯人だって。
Okay, so I'm not getting like a wrong answer thing. Okay, that might be right.
どうしてその部屋の位置だと私が犯人だって言えるんだい？
Because you use wires! This is just what I expected from a veteran detective. His reply is calm and his voice is quiet. Before coming to this island, I might have lost faith in my theory and abandoned it. But I'm not hesitating anymore. I'll trust myself on this, the way Rowdy would have. It was odd for Workaholic to be where I saw him because it's far from his room. It's not on the way to the bathroom.
裏手の部屋を割り当てられたあなたは手洗い場のある監視室へ行くのに表側を通る必要なんてないからですよ。
Did we see him that night?
られたら致命的だと判断したんでしょう。
I'm having trouble remembering this because where we were attacked, I don't think we saw anyone.
なら科学君も当てはまるじゃないか。私だけを容疑者扱いなんてひどいと思うよ。
He wouldn't have the ability to climb on the the chair. That's true. If it's just based on the room location, Techie is a suspect too, but the trick can be used for... Oh wait, no, he's saying that because he has no reason to ever be in this hallway at night, while other people might, be on their way to the bathroom, it makes sense that, that it has to be someone on that side of the room. That's because Techie can't stand or walk. What? Wait, think about it. That could explain things, but still leaves room for Workaholic to make a rebuttal. What I need is a core conclusive reason. Because he uses a wheelchair?
科学君はそもそも車椅子のみです。仮に立てたとしても普段から椅子に乗っているので椅子をわざわざ運んでくる必要がありません。
Oh, come on! Okay, I get it. It's like, there's no need for a chair if you already have one. But, I don't think I was wrong there.
僕だって信じられませんけど SPX のそばで姿を見られてリスクが生じるのはあなただけなんです。高さが足りず焦ったあなたは監視室に近い表側を通って椅子を運ぼうとしていた。その時に僕の気配に気づいたんじゃないですか。そして僕も気配に気づいて姿を探そうとしたことであなたは排除を試みたんです。姿を見られたかもしれないリスクを解消しつつ罪を押し付けることもできますからね。
It doesn't seem conclusive though. Workaholic's face changes color. Though I'm happy to catch the culprit, my heart feels heavy at the same time. To think that Workaholic would do this, I can't believe it. There's no going back now. I have to soldier on without faltering.
動機がないだろう。どうして私がヤマト君を殺さないといけないんだ。
Ooh, he sounds cold. Never have I heard Workaholic speak with such a cold voice. It freezes me in my tracks. He turns my way, pure ire etched on his expression.
私は探偵同盟の創設期から活動をしている。そんな私がなぜ同じ同盟の仲間を傷つけないといけないんだ。疑わしいのはわかる。確かに君の推理には筋が通っているからね。だが動機も不鮮明なのに疑うなんて探偵失格なんじゃないのか。
Well,
それは
動機もわからないまま犯人扱いし、人一人の人生を狂わせるなど、探偵が最もやってはいけないことだ。
That's what you did to me in the first case.
どうなんだ、答えろ無能探偵。
He rebukes me with fear, his threatening demeanor causing me to trip over my tongue. I can't find the words to fight back. My theory should be correct, but his harsh rebuttal makes me unsure. Did I really get this right?
ひるむな、バトク。君の推理は正しい。
Oh
犯人
man.
は社畜探偵に間違いないんだ。
I like personality wise, maybe it's all fake, just like downtown, but I didn't see him being the type of person to do this.
犯人が激高し、感情のままに犯行を試みるのは珍しくない。引けば負ける。冷静な正論で押し切るんだ。
Bolstered by Holmes' encouragement, I keep my face steady as I meet Workaholic's eyes. They haven't changed, still gleaming with ferocity, murderous intent, but I can't let them beat me. My theory could very well ruin Workaholic's life, but he didn't just ruin Rowdy's life, he ended it. I can't back down now, there's no way.
もう一度聞く。なぜ私がヤマトさんを殺す必要がある。私を犯人呼ばわりするなら説明してみせてくれ。
Here we go, Watto. Focus your mind and think. There must be something important that we're overlooking. Did Workaholic really want to kill Rowdy? No, he didn't want to.
殺す気はなかったんじゃないですか。社畜さんにヤマトさんを殺す動機はありませんからね。
何を言っているんだ。実際にヤマトさんは死んでいるじゃないか。じゃあ何か。
He's flustered.
私は殺す気がない子を殺したっていうのか。
Workaholic's right. Rowdy was murdered. He didn't mean to kill her, but she's still dead. Looking back, I can think of one underlying cause for this. The room swap.
この事件が起きる前に、ヤマトさんは下道探偵と牢屋を交換している。そしてその事実を社畜さんは知らなかった。つまり、社畜さんがヤマトさんを殺そうと思っても、部屋の場所を知らなかった今回の事件では殺せたはずがないんだ。
His face has darkened. That brings me to another realization. This murder happened because two detectives swapped cells for the night, which means that the workaholic had actually meant to kill Renegade.
無能君、信じてくれ。私はやっていない。私は。
社畜さん、もう終わりにしましょう。SPX の黒いワイヤーを密かに回収したあなたは、調査に乗じて下道探偵の部屋のベッドのチェーンに2本結びつけておいた。壁を沿うように床を這わせておけば、暗い牢屋の中なら誰も黒いワイヤーになんて気づけない。これでいつでも牢屋の外からワイヤーに触れることが可能な状態を作り出したんだ。
Oh, I just understood that. Okay, so the wires are on the ground, but it was near the exit of the cell, so he would be able to use them whenever. Okay, now I get it. I was wondering, there was also like spiders involved and other stuff. Okay, I don't know why this case kind of made me struggle a little bit.
迎えた犯行時刻、あなたは下道探偵の部屋の前へと向かい、準備しておいた2本のワイヤーを手繰り寄せ、橋でもかけるようにピンと張った状態で牢屋の柵に結びつけた。するとチェーンと柵の間に2本の橋がかかったような状態の完成だ。あとは針に通した輪っかを2本の橋に吊り下げれば、針は重みで滑り落ちていく。滑り落ちた針は結び目によってちょうどベッドで眠る人の胸の位置で止まる。さらにその状態から針を支える2本のワイヤーのうちの1本を引き抜くと、針は胸へと真っ逆さま。そこで残ったもう片方のワイヤーを
Oh, that's how they
ベッド
yanked
のチ
it.
ェーンも一緒に引っ張られたことで、
Oh, okay.
ベッドが針を噛むようにして閉じるという恐ろしい仕掛けだ。
Okay, I don't know why I couldn't understand like the yank part, but okay, this image gives a much better idea. I thought the bed closed on its own. Okay, I feel really dumb now.
あなたはこのようにして牢屋の外にいながらにして下道探偵を視察しようとしていた。視察するはずだったんだ。ただ思考不足のせいで針が滑り落ちるには傾斜が足りなかった。そこであなたは高さを補うために監視室へと椅子を取りに向かうことになる。
Feels like every one of these plans, like, but you were actually made a mistake somewhere. You weren't ready for this.
そこで運悪く遭遇したのが僕だ。自分がこの場所にいることの不自然さに気づいたあなたは僕を気絶させ犯人に仕立て上げようと画策する。
Oh, okay, so I remember when we were thinking about the past, we heard Workaholic's voice, and that explains it now. He's actually been here before, and he knows the layout of like the secret police underground maze thing. So, yeah, we have at least some kind of relation with Workaholic and this place. Okay, cool.
そしてあなたの罠にまんまとハマった僕が不完全な密室殺人事件の第一発見者として疑われることになってしまった。でもそこまで巧妙なあなたの最大のミスは外道探偵と大和さんが寝室を交換した事実を知らなかったことです。今回の犯行は全て暗がりの中遠隔で行われるせいで相手が入れ替わっている事実に気づけず誤って大和さんを殺害してしまった。
I do wonder if he did this with good intentions, because clearly Rowdy was not his target. He's going for Renegade, and Renegade is such a wild card who honestly has he's even attempted to kill Watto before. So I wonder if it's like, and you know, he had the ability to save other people, like such as like when they attacked the SPX, but he was like, no, I'm gonna see how you guys, you know, play this out first. So I wonder if it was with good intentions, because Renegade was going to be not just a liability, but actively like injuring the party members, for lack of better words.
社畜さん、あなたは以前から外道探偵とトラブルが発生していましたよね。あなたが本当に殺したかったのは外道探偵だったんでしょう。
うわ、
Workaholic's protests trail before dying off. His silence speaks far more than the truth than anything else had been said.
この事件は暗闇の中で行われたせいで誰にも気づかれず、そして犯人自身さえ過ちに気づかずに引き起こされた悲劇。外道探偵と誤って大和さんを殺した犯人はあなたなんだ、社畜探偵。
Workaholic's mouth hangs open, but no words come out. He has nothing to say in his defense. We all watch him in silence. The truth had been revealed, but there's still something I can't comprehend.
社畜さん、どうしてあなたはそこまでして外道探偵を殺そうとしたんですか？あなたほど理性的で経験豊富な探偵が突発的な感情だけで殺害を計画するなんて思えません。あなたと外道探偵の間にはどんな因縁があるんですか？
それは。
I'm kind of curious too, because they've had this constant beef since like case 1. I'm like, who doesn't want to kill me? Renegade suddenly bursts into laughter. As he speaks, he points at Workaholic, his face flushed with joy.
いやー、いいショーを見せてもらったよ、社畜探偵。でも、あんたはここでゲームオーバーだ。
Workaholic just points at him. He's like, you see this? You see this prick? Why are you questioning why I want to kill him?
どんな言い訳で切り抜けるか楽しみにしていたが、偶然生まれた動機の不在に頼るようでは終わりだね。
This is kind of weird, because our only quote unquote solid piece of evidence is just the fact that their cell is on the other side. This is something that doesn't really feel completely concrete, you know?
あんたが昔の自分を思い出して開き直ってくれることを期待していたんだけど、心底失望させられたよ。
Wait, from your old self?
もう
In defiance?
あんたにはそそられない。
何を言っているんだ。意味がわからないよ。
じゃあわかるように言ってあげるよ。そこの彼、社畜探偵は今でこそ常識人ぶっているけど、10年前までは真逆の人間だったんだ。
Oh, he was the opposite. Opposite of workaholic? I mean, lazy?
なあ、そうだろ？その昔、正義の名のもとに大勢の子供を誘拐して監禁していた。鬼畜探偵？
Oh my god! Isn't that right? Or should we ask all those children you kidnapped and confined in the name of justice? Diabolic detect. So he was the one who kidnapped us. Oh, crap. Oh, okay. So now it makes sense why his voice was there. And he said that, like, I thought this was for the greater good, but no. How? What? He thought he was doing something. I guess he was part of the secret police then. Holy crap. That's such a... What?
やめろ。その名前で私を呼ぶな。
社畜さん、落ち着いてください。
Workaholic's voice grows coarser than I've ever heard as he grabs Renegade. I step between them, but his words are still ringing in my ears.
機動探偵、どういうことだよ。社畜さんが子供を誘拐していたなんて、そんなわけないじゃないか。
察しが悪いな。
Yes, way.
10年前に君を誘拐したのも、そこの鬼畜探偵なんだよ。もっとも、誘拐した本人は気づいていない様子だけどね。
Oh, that's why he was like, I've had enough of this. Or like, everything I was doing, I didn't know it was for this. Wait, the kidnapper hasn't realized it. And Renegade knew that we were the ones kidnapped too.
無野くんが。
おかしくはないだろう。なんたってこの島に集まった探偵たちは、みんな明けぬ夜事件に人生を狂わされた奴らばかりなんだからさ。
どういうことですか？説明してくださいよ、社畜さん。
違うんだ。私は確かに過去に罪を犯したが、今は。
仲間を殺しといてよく言うよ。
Ooh, that's cold.
当時は鬼畜と呼ばれていたのに、10年の月日は偉大だよね。人畜無害な顔をして苦労人の中間管理職を演じられるんだものな。素晴らしいよ、鬼畜探偵。
その名で呼ぶなと言っている。
Workaholic slams his foot square into Renegade's stomach. I hear the horrific sound of bones breaking. The sharp crack utterly dispels his formerly weak appearance. Oh wow, I think him being weak all this time was just a facade. Damn! Just like Shibuya, he's been holding this stuff in. Oh crap, okay. I am really like shocked about several things in this episode. Holy crap!
今までの蹴りは
Oh my
何だったん
god!
ですか？
Look at him! He's evil! Workaholic goes pale as he realizes his mistake.
社畜さん、あなたはやっぱり僕たちを
I
騙し続けてい
can't
たん
I
です。
can't hear you, Watto!
違うんだ。かつての私は何も知らなかったんだよ。
I think you should just explain yourself. I mean, even Renegade said you had no idea that you were doing something bad.
もちろん後悔はある。だから今でも罪滅ぼしのために夜も眠らず探偵会議を続けている。私は
言い分は探偵にではなく裁判官に言うといいわ。ともかくあなたがヤマトちゃんを殺したことは事実。
You know, from what we've seen of Workaholic and from what we've heard of, Renegade saying that he was diabolical, I can kind of see where he's coming from. He's done a lot of shit in the past, and he wants to make amends, but like he can't really. He's just so overdriven with guilt about that he's constantly trying to overwork himself, which is why he now has the title Workaholic Detective. That being said, he's so tired of Renegade's shit and all the stuff that he's doing, and I guess he just snapped. I mean, I do kind of understand that, and he's trying to make amends by solving more cases than you've caused. But Gourmet is completely right. It doesn't justify that you killed an innocent person in this case.
私はあなたを絶対に許さない。
You don't go making amends by making more crimes.
すまない。どう詫びたらいいかもわからない。地獄へ落ちた後は天国のヤマト君に贖罪し続けるさ。
At first, I think Workaholic is wiping away tears, but he suddenly whips towards Renegade's detective once again, his face full of rage.
だけど外道探偵、 お前だけはどれほど犠牲を払おうとも殺す。殺してみせる。私はお前の正体に気づいているぞ。お前が機密警察の生み出した最悪の化け物、不滅探偵だということにな。
There's an detective?
あんたたちに何と呼ばれていたかなんて知らないさ。ただ覚えているのはこの地下牢に閉じ込められていたことだけだよ。
Oh, Renegade was here too. Oh crap. I mean, what was his special skill? Just criminal psychology. Oh, why is he called invincible?
無能君、君も覚えているんだろう。君と俺はこの鬼畜探偵に誘拐された同志だからね。
Oh my god.
まさか君も僕と同じ誘拐事件の被害者なのか？
Man, it'd really help if if Watto really remembered his past, you know?
先ほどから何を話していますの、あなたたち。話がちんぷんかんぷんですわ。
Shut up, you don't matter.
おっと、ごめん。詳しい話はまた今度してあげるよ。
I wanna know too.
それより今は鬼畜探偵を捕らえないとね。
社畜殿、おとなしくしてくれ。あまり痛めつけたくはない。
暴れるなら容赦はしないわ。
Sandwiched by armor and gourmet, Workaholic looks to the ceiling and lets out a deep sigh.
信じてくれとは言わない。だがまだ捕まるわけにはいかないんだ。
What? He just teleports away. In an instant, Workaholic deftly slips out of their grasp before dashing into the passage the white XPX emerged from. It had been faster than my eyes can process. His speed belies the meekness he had presented up until now. I failed to so much as react. I don't want to accept that Renegade Detective's words are as truth, but there's no doubt now that Workaholic had been concealing his ability this whole time.
社畜さんを追いかけよう。
Everyone follows me towards the passage. We solve the case, but all it leaves behind is an intangible misery hanging over us. Oh, wow. Holy crap. You know, I'm actually going to reload and just make sure I get an S rank. I don't know when we're going to get it, but I'm just going to do that because after looking stuff up, I think if you get an S rank, you end up getting more RT points in the next investigation section. I want to make sure I get as many as I can, so time to reload. Alright, I am back. We were like, Renegade Detective. I call out as we head down the hidden passage. My impatience is getting the best of me. There's something I have to know.
君は本当なら社畜さんの犯行を止められたんじゃないのか?
Oh wait, it just occurred to me. We were referring to Renegade, not a workaholic. So Renegade knows so much, but he's not the type of person that would tell us. Ideal is the person that would tell us when it's the appropriate time. While Renegade's like, ooh, I'm going to use this information to plot twist you. Haha, boy.
どうしてそう思うんだい?
部屋を交換したタイミングが良すぎるからだよ。社畜さんに狙われていると気づいていたとしか思えない。
That is very, very true.
随分と勘が鋭くなったものだね。たくさんいじめた甲斐があったというものだよ。
じゃあ、やっぱり。
So it's this like kind of reason why Renegade would be so targeted by someone like Workaholic. He knows that like someone's going to die, but he's willing to like just let it happen. If it's him, he'll switch out the person. He wants to see more death. Maybe not like kill people, but like he wants to see other people do some shit.
ああ、狙われていることには気づいていたよ。でも確信は持てなかったからあぶり出す必要があったのさ。散々社畜探偵を煽ってきたおかげでようやく本性を表してくれて嬉しいね。まあその代償でヤマト君が死んじゃったのは本当に残念だけど。
Actually, maybe that's not it. Maybe he's like he wants to know the truth, but it's not like at the least cost or at what cost. He doesn't care about the cost at all. He just wants to see the truth, and he doesn't even seem like guilty or sad that Rowdy passed. He's like, well, that just happened. You know, that's what happens when we try to find the truth.
どうしてそんな人事のように振る舞えるんだ。君の代わりに大和さんは死んだんだぞ。
じゃあ代わりに死ねばよかったのかな。俺は彼女と違って身体能力も優れていないし、鬼畜探偵に本気で狙われたら一巻の終わりだ。だからこそ狙われても死ななそうなヒー君に頼んだし、ヤマトちゃんでも大丈夫かと思っていたんだがね。
Oh, I can't believe he actually calculated that. Oh my god. He asked Dolful to switch out because like, oh, you're gonna be in danger, but you're gonna sense it, so like hopefully you won't be in danger. Well, Rowdy is extremely like physically adept, so she was like, maybe they'll have a higher chance of surviving than me.
まさかヤマト君が彼をかばって、さらにはそのまま死んじゃうなんて残念だよ。社畜探偵にはもっと命を大事に扱ってほしいものだね。
本気で言ってるのか、それとも僕を怒らせようとしているのか。
本気さ。俺は本気で大和探偵に生きていてほしかったと思うし、同時に最後まで探偵として輝き続けた彼女に心から敬意も抱いている。
That's so messed up, man.
大和探偵は人生を見事に全うした。それで話は終わりだ。あとはそれを見とった俺たちが話を続けていけばそれでいいんだよ。
人の命を何だと思ってるんだ。お前が止めていたらヤマトさんは
はい、無能ちゃん、そこまで。下道ちゃんも移動中くらいはそのおしゃべりな舌をお休みさせなさい。
I'm just waiting for Gourmet to like slog him in the face.
また話そうね、無能くん。
My guard relaxes as Gourmet, true to her nature, intervenes once again. Renegade always manages to trip me up, and I feel pathetic about it every time. But Gourmet is able to keep her calm, even while facing someone who was involved in Rowdy's death. I'll bet indirectly. She really is incredible.
美食さん、ありがとうございます。間に入ってくれて助かりました。
お礼を言うのはこちらの方よ。私の代わりにヤマトちゃんの無念を晴らしてくれたのだから。
Oh, I wonder if this is gonna get Gourmet on her side now, because after Mystic's case, we end up having earned the trust of Bookworm because we basically avenged her father's death. While in this case, Gourmet might be on her side because we were able to avenge Rowdy's death. Gourmet's hand trembles slightly when she touches me. When I look closer, I spot tears in her eyes.
無能ちゃん、ヤマトちゃんのこと怒ってくれてありがとう。今まで力になれずごめんなさいね。
She wipes her eyes with her handkerchief, and in an instant, she's back to her usual unflappable beaming self.
必ず生きてここから出ましょうね。死んでい
We've lost another friend, but we can't stop now. Those mysterious SPX sentry mechs, the sprawling underground maze, the secret police who built it, and the diabolical detective who kidnapped me. If we're going to unravel all these mysteries, we'll have to commit to pressing on no matter what. Oh, wow. But yeah, I went back and did the stuff. S rank, yes, nothing else happened. Oh, I forgot to read it. Damn it. Unclear. Queen of the cyberspace. I really want to know more about Workaholic. You know, it's really interesting how, in this case, Workaholic ended up not dying. He just ran away. He's like, my job is not done, so I'll be back. Because, you know, once again, I'm always drawing parallels between this game and Danganronpa because there are a lot of similarities. But in this case, like in Danganronpa, the structure is someone dies or maybe two people die, and then someone gets executed after a class trial. In this game, someone dies, and we figure out what happens, but everything else is kind of up in the air. We're not actively trying to kill people. We won't execute anyone. The only culprit that has died so far was the person who decided, to commit suicide. It's possible that Workaholic might run into the SPXs and die as a result, but here it just seems like he's run away. We didn't have a culprit for the first case. The second case we had Shibuya, and now we have Workaholic, but Workaholic's not dead either. So that's actually a really interesting way of doing this. Originally, I thought like, man, if we're gonna lose 2 or 3 people per case, we're gonna be reduced to like 4 people or something. Because I remember seeing that there were 6 chapters, I believe, in this game. But we might be going down, instead of by 2 or 3, we're going down by either 1 or 2. And that will leave significantly more people alive at the end. So that makes me a little bit happy. But yeah, let's keep going.
社畜という言葉に対して皆さんはどのようなイメージをお持ちかしら。ですが、バカとハサミは近いよとはよく言ったもの。社畜になるというのも決して悪いことではありませんのよ。私の大親友の社畜おじさんの話をしますとね、彼は会社勤めをするまで生きる目標もなく、過去のトラウマに日々苛まれ、眠れない毎日を続けていたそうですの。
So one thing that people say to get past certain traumas is to work your mind off so that you can take your mind off of whatever is giving you trauma. And it's possible that Workaholic just did this because he's so guilty of all the stuff that he's done as diabolical that he just keeps working. Because if he doesn't work, he'll continue to be haunted. And that's why he's Workaholic Detective.
ですが、いわゆるブラック企業に勤め始めて1点。過去のトラウマなど考える余裕もなく、毎日クタクタとなって帰宅するようになったおかげで、初めてぐっすり眠れたそうですわ。
Wow.
社畜であることが心の安寧につながる方もいらっしゃるということですわね。お嬢様口調ってめんどくせえしつまんねえ。もうやめるわ。
It's not fun at all.
つうわけだよ。社畜おじさんは社畜となることで余計なことを考えずに済むようになったわけだ。余裕があるってのも考えものかもしれねえな。
Wow, that is a really warped way of thinking about it, but it's also kind of true to some people.
なあ、そうだろ。
Wait, what?
お前に言ってるんだぜ。毎日毎日毎日毎日毎日毎日毎日余計なことを考えている。お前にな。
Your daily stream of worries and woes. Is he broadcasting this? Broadcasting the death of detectives? It did say the SPXs had cameras. Huh. This is kind of interesting. We proceed down the hidden passageway in pursuit of Workaholic. As we do, I notice a clear change in our surroundings.
道ができてる。こんなのいつの間に。
Oh, yeah, once again, we found out that Workaholic worked for the secret police, so he would know this area well enough if he was already here, especially if he's delivered the children.
社畜探偵はここの OB だ。隠し通路の開閉くらい造作もないんだろうね。
Oh man, this is... I'm not surprised that Workaholic is the culprit. I mean, I am a little bit, but it didn't hit as hard as finding out that he was a person who kidnapped a whole bunch of children. So he affected Renegades, Watos, and Saika's life severely. And now that also begs a question, Renegade is... he called him the evil detective. I think maybe that's one of the supernatural abilities they're trying to get, but what does it mean to be invincible? How? Is that his secret ability?
僕を迷宮に連れ出した時もこの通路を使ったのかもしれないね。罠に気をつけながら先へ進もう。
We proceed with caution down this new route that appeared at the end of the passage the white SPX emerged from. Then I realized that I've naturally taken up leading the group.
なぜ庶民であるあなたが先頭なんですの？ 本来でしたらリーダーである私が立つべきですのに。
Because you're literally useless.
そのリーダーちゃんは俺たちにこれまで何をもたらしてくれたのか
Yeah, tell him,
な。渋谷ちゃんのトリックを暴いたのも、社畜探偵を追い込んだのも無能くんじゃないか。
You know, even though like Renegade is despicable, like he's honestly a terrible person from what we've seen, I still kind of like him as a character just because A, he's kind of a wild card, and B, he doesn't hold back. He'll tell it how it is to anyone, including Ideal, who literally had the ability to blow up his head probably, and especially to Posh.
それは
そんなことどうでもいいって。罠があるかもしれないし、周囲に気を配ろうよ。
I step between Posh and Renegade, interrupting their discussion. Our group can't rest for even a second without arguing. If only Workaholic were here to mediate. The thought of his estrangement makes me sigh. Including Senior Detective, there are 14 Detective Alliance members here. Now we're at 8, whittled down to nearly half. I refuse to lose any more of my companions. We can't afford to lose anyone else.
随分と探偵らしい顔になったな。やはり試練は人を強くしてくれるようだ。
That's true, but this isn't a strength I wanted. Not like this.
まだまだですよ。社畜さんに言い返された時も、ホームズさんに言葉をかけられていなければ、このまま言い負けていました。
I will say, the last case, maybe it's because I wasn't able to completely understand it, but it didn't really feel as satisfying as the first two cases for me. Especially the contraption felt like you had to be either really calculative to get it on the first try, or really lucky. So like some things just didn't really feel that great for me.
それにもっと強くなりたいです。
Louder, Watto.
なれるくらい。もっと。
君ならなれるさ。世界最高の探偵である私が保証する。
As we continue conversing, a light shines at the end of the passage. Then we cross through it. What is... Oh, the green! The green! Despite having already shared my story, the other's eyes grow wide at the extraordinary sight. Ah, yes, you can now live in my world, where we were captured and oh crap.
すごいね。まるで何かの遺跡みたいだ。
この壁に土臭い空気。我が修行していた洞窟を思い出すのである。
That's how I got my armor. I grew it on my body.
この壁、ここ数十年で作られたものではありませんね。詳しく調べてみなければわかりませんが、少なくとも100年以上は前に作られた通路だと思います。
Yeah, they also had LED lights.
100年以上も昔に？どうしてこんな地下通路が作られたっていうの？
カルデラ信仰ですか。
Caldera?
少女は自らが過去に書籍で学んだ知識を口にした。
I have no idea what that is.
カルデラ信仰？何なのそれ？
はあ、本当に無知ですね。私たちのいる場所は周囲が山に覆われているでしょ。あれはこの島自体が巨大な火山の噴火跡だからです。噴火が起こると、まるで隕石でも落下したみたいに巨大なへこみが生じます。
I completely forgot about that.
その構造をカルデラと呼ぶのですよ。と、面倒見のいい少女は無知で情けない無能探偵に優しく解説してあげた。
The ignorant and pathetic, incompetent detective, and she's saying that while smiling.
言われてみれば、この島で目覚めた時、波の音は聞こえたけど海は見えなかったよ。
I love how we're so used to this that we're just like, yeah.
それは周囲が壁に囲まれたような状態だったからなんだね。あれ、でも僕らのいた洋館は中央の山に建てられていたよね。火山の噴火跡なのに中央に山ができるなんておかしくないかな。
実はあの山も火山らしいわよ。それもほんの数十年前に噴火したばかりのね。
そんな危険な場所に立ってたんですか？それに火山の中にまた火山ができるなんて。
カルデラの中でもう一度噴火が起きた世にも珍しい二重カルデラね。世界中を旅したことがあるけど、さすがの私もまだ人生で2度目だわ。こういった島では地熱でいろんなものを調理できて、グルメ的にも嬉しい島なのよ。この迷宮にも調理できる場所がないかしら。
Oh, she has a new portrait. Look, she's.
年中腹ペコおばさんの話は置いておいて、
she called you an old bag.
この島のような噴火の後に生まれるカルデラ構造は多くの場所で信仰の対象となっています。特にこの島はカルデラが二重にある極めて珍しい島。過去の住人が神の住む場所と信じ、遺跡を作るのも自然な流れなのでしょう。
You know, I just got kind of used to the supernatural power stuff, but if there's gonna be like ancient mythical powers with like religious things and whatever, it's gonna kind of lose me.
国から弾圧を受けた宗教の信者が無人の島に流れ着いて村を起こすという話は珍しくない。もしかしたらこの遺跡はもともとこの島に住んでいた人たちにとって神聖な遺跡であると同時に、有事の際に身を隠す隠れ家だったのかもしれないね。
有事の際って
そりゃ国に見つかった時さ。昔からよく言うだろ、異教徒は殺せ。
Sacrifices.
ちょっとあなたたち、何をのんきにおしゃべりしていますの？これだから庶民は嫌なのですわ。
家族さん、そんなにガンガン前に進まない方がいいんじゃ。ほら、洋館の時みたいに罠があるかもしれない
I don't
し。
have to listen to a peasant like you.
このような安っぽい迷宮の罠など、私の高貴な頭脳にかかればお茶の子そいやそいやですわ。さっさと攻略して社畜探偵を捕まえますわよ。私に
待ってください。
I don't even. No, don't try to stop her. Just let her go. You don't need her anymore. I try to stop her, but she runs ahead into the passageway alone, disappearing around the bend. This maze isn't easy to traverse as she thinks. But just as I'm about to shout this out to her,
なんでこいつがおりますの？
and she's back. Probably brought an army of SPXs. Posh's desperate panic cry reverberates throughout the labyrinth. She then shoots out from the corner she had just disappeared behind. She's so useless. I'm gonna assume that this is a chapter where she realizes how much of a liability she's been, and then hopefully she becomes better, or maybe she dies. I'm not gonna lie, I prefer the first one, but I don't care if it's a second. The SVS presses forward with a mechanical whir. Before my brain can process anything, I shout out a command.
科学君、音声の解析をお願い。
任せてください。
Oh, he's so capable now.
よし、読み解けました。今回のヒント、この橋渡るべからずです。
Do not cross this bridge. If only someone took some time and listened.
どこかで聞き覚えのあるフレーズね。
The troll?
童話の一休さんで、橋を橋と捉えたエピソードがモチーフですね。中央の穴なら平気だという意味でしょう。で、少女は一瞬で読み解いた。
Hit the center hole. Oh, okay.
了解よ。今回も私の自慢のナイフで美味しくいただいちゃうわ。
That's actually pretty cool. You know, we were able to just I had no idea, to be honest. But Bookworm was able to decipher the riddle.
待って、美食さん、危険な気配を感じる。あの SPX もきっと何か凶器を持っているはずだよ。武装さん、僕が家族さんに代わっておとりになるから、その隙に足止めをお願いできるかな。
合点承知である。
ヒジャクさん、何をするおつもりですの？
We're saving your worthless life.
家族さんはそのまま走って武装さんの後ろへ。こっちだよ、バカつけ。
Dolfo tosses a pebble at SPX, running sideways as he weaves at it. The SPX then appears to switch targets from Posh swiveling around to chase after Dolfo. The SPS bears down relentlessly on Dolfo. Tackle! Aiming for its unprotected flank, Armor tackles the SPX with all of his might. He then pushes it all the way to the wall, pinning it in his grasp.
捕まえたぞ。
脅威の気配が消えた。今のうちに美食さん。
はい、お粗末様でした。
No time for talk. Gourmet closes the gap in a flash, sliding next to the SPX and sticking her knife into the center hole on its exterior. Alright, we shut it down. That was a lot better than last time. The XPS's resistance steadily wanes, just like back in the dungeon. Its inner electrical cable must have been severed. Armor doesn't release his hold until the SPX stops twitching. He finally lets go and steps away from the machine.
やった、すごいですよ皆さん。
無能さんがすぐに指示を出してくれたおかげですよ。あのおかげで僕は迷わずに音声の解析を始められました。
You know, that was very true. We saw how panicked Techie was, and because we were able to tell him to do that, he was able to, actually do it.
無能にしては良い動きだったんじゃないですかと少女は率直な感想を述べた。
I'm starting to like the third person point of view that she's talking in. It's just kind of funny.
いや、そんな僕も必死だっただけで。
とっさに最適な指示を出せるのは良いリーダーの資質がある証拠ね。
It feels like at this point everyone is on our side, aside from Posh and Renegade.
それに科学ちゃんが迷わず指示に従ったのはそれだけ無能ちゃんを信頼している証でもあるわ。素直に自分を褒めてあげなさい。
美食さんの言う通りだよ。僕も無能くんには何度も助けられて心から感謝してるんだから。あまりにも指示が正確すぎて未来が見えているんじゃないかって思っちゃうくらいだよ。
Well. Obviously, I'm not gonna admit this hunch is true, so instead I give him the only thing I can, a strained laugh.
私は
庶民とのリーダーシップの差が浮き彫りとなったわけだけど、どうお考えだ
Yeah.
お黙りなさい。
Useless. Oh man, what an encounter.
どう、飛躍くん。部屋に異常はなさそうかな。
Alright, I think I'm gonna end it here for today. Oh man, that revelation still got me thinking. Like, I thought Workaholic was better than that. And I do realize that he's trying to do the right thing now by helping as many people as he can, but man, he still messed up and he ended up killing the wrong person. Even if he killed Renegade, all of us would probably still be like, no, you did the wrong thing. You definitely did the wrong thing. I feel like there's got to be more between that. Like, I knew that, like, when I paired people up in my mind, I end up pairing, like, Renegade with Workaholic because they clearly had some beef. I didn't realize it was this deep, to the point where Workaholic literally tried to kill Renegade. I want to know more about why, because he kind of shut us up, or shut Renegade up, before he can really say why. We got a little bit more about Workaholic's history. It's really cool that he's still involved in this, so I'm really interested. But I'm wondering whether or not the next time we find him, he's going to be dead due to some SPXs, and maybe that'll count as his execution. I kind of hope not. I kind of still want him to be relevant. But yeah, we'll find out where we're headed next time. And until then, I will be seeing you. See ya!